Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. We're going to give a little time, and I'm sorry for being a little late. But you know what? We have a dynamic speaker today, but we have two birthday boys in the house tonight, and I can call them birthday boys because I'm older than both of them. We have Mr. Keith Williams. His birthday is today. So y'all give it up, give it some love for Mr. Keith Williams. Give me some hearts, give me some horns, give me some everything, give me some everything. Celebrate Mr. Keith Williams because I'm celebrating them both separately because they deserve that. But before I get to the main speaker, y'all give it up to Mr. Keith Williams, please. Please, please, please. You guys have the ability to unmute yourselves, right? Or no? Do you?
Whoop,
Yes,
whoop.
happy birthday.
Okay, I want to
Happy
hear it. I want to
birthday,
hear it.
Keith.
Birthday,
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Tell
birthday,
that man happy
Keith.
birthday.
Happy
Welcome to
I can
birthday
Keith's
sing. I would
to
Happy
sing to
you.
birthday,
him.
Keith.
Tell that man
Happy
happy birthday.
birthday
Go
to
ahead.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday
birthday,
to the
dear
birthday
Keith.
boys.
Happy
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 birthday
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 to
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 you.
Now
you.
you were right for singing it to one of them because you got to do it again for Eric E. Give
Ah,
it up to him, y'all. Give it up to Eric E. Tell him happy
Happy birthday
birthday.
to my birthday twin.
Happy
birthday, Eric.
birthday.
Happy
I seen
ah.
that
birthday,
trick
it's
today.
your
Let me hold something. It's
Happy
my
birthday.
birthday,
birthday.
happy
I think that
birthday,
was
happy
Happy
Sabrina
birthday.
who was
birthday,
singing. So Sabrina, go ahead, do it again for Eric E.
Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Come
Happy
on.
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
Birthday
birthday
dear
to my
to
Eric.
Eric.
brother.
Happy
Happy
birthday
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 to
to
to you.
Hey
Let me
guys, if you're
hold.
not
Let me
having
hold
fun, you're
something.
not getting anything done. All seriousness, happy birthday to both of these gentlemen. One I know pretty well just from here from Vital Health, and one the speaker for today, Mr. Eric E. Man, I just love every time that he brings it. He brings it with sincere energy. He brings it to lift other people up, and he brings it from a wealth of knowledge. Not too many people, guys, get into the nuts and bolts of building a business is based on relationships. That's what I love when Eric brings it, right? So I don't know what his whole topic is today, but I love when he touches that. And I love step by step by step. He goes over how he brought some of these heavy hitters into the business, building relationships years in the making. But I'm not gonna, and I'm sorry because I don't have everything in front of me. I don't have the deals and everything, but that means more time for Eric Eve. So Eric, double diamond, success story, getting ready to shoot to triple diamond. Congratulations ahead of time. I love you, brother. I appreciate you. The mic and the floor is yours.
Well, thank you kindly, sir. Philip Birchfield, grateful. I mean, where do I even start? So much love today. So grateful for this opportunity. You know, today marks not only my 40th birthday, but today it's a 22-year anniversary since I filled my first application to get into this wonderful industry. It was July 17, 2004 at the Marriott Hotel outside of Buffalo, New York, in a town called Amherst, New York, where I first looked at this industry. And I've been hooked ever since. I'm so grateful. So grateful to Alex, Dr. Tony, for this amazing opportunity. Had the opportunity to spend several days with them a couple weeks ago in Hermosillo, Mexico. Grateful to the best support system I've had in 20 years, David and Brooke Nieves. So grateful to you too. You have no idea how grateful my family is to you and to the team. I cannot name every single leader in the organization right now, but I'm going to do my best to highlight a few. And what's crazy, man, brother Birchfield, like in your introduction, I don't know if you have psychic powers or I don't know if you have the ability to see on my end. That's a little creepy and scary based on the topic. In fact, let me get ready to share my screen. How you introduced me and what you said, that is absolutely like, that's crazy because that's exactly what I'm talking about today. Relationships. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen, Brother Philip?
Yes, I can.
Is
Yes,
that
sir.
crazy or crazy?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness, let me make sure my phone is on D&D. I have not been diagnosed as of yet, but if I did take the test, I'm sure the medical doctors would label me with ADD, ADHD, one of those. So let me put my phone on D&D to make sure I'm not distracted. But so good morning, Vital Health family. For those who don't know me, Eric Eve, uh, currently double diamond. Currently, I'm going to be very clear. It's a stepping stone, if you will. A double diamond here with Vital Health. I'm a husband. I'm a father of four, and pretty much right serial entrepreneur, but really putting all my energy right now full time with Vital Health while my wife leads our traditional business. So this morning, I want to share with you all for a few moments. I'll be stay within my 30 minutes. The idea of relationship equity and why your relationships are the highest paying asset you will ever build. See, after 22 years, as of today, I've worked with 7 companies, but outside of Vital Health, I really spent a good deal of time with just 2. And throughout that time, I realized my asset wasn't my organization. It wasn't my customer base, my product, my income. The most valuable thing I've somewhat mastered. I don't even call myself a master, but got really good at was building relationships. So your relationship equity is something really critical. I'm gonna spend a little time on what that actually looks like in real time. As you all heard me share before, the couple of times I've been able to grace this stage, I don't do what I call stage talk. I did it early in my career when I was 18, 19, 20. I was really good at taking notes at conventions and seminars and was able to come back and kind of regurgitate to the team what I heard and made it sound good. But in these days, after 22 years, I don't do that. I speak from my life. I speak from experience. So it's going to be totally raw and authentic. And rest assured, if you take a little bit from what I'm going to share, I believe you all will see some extraordinary results. So let's get started. So first question: what if your next diamond is somebody you've already met? I don't know if the gentleman is on right now. I'm not beating you up, sir. I'm not going to say your name, and we will talk tomorrow after Vital Academy. But I had somebody reach out to me on the team yesterday, and we met briefly at Diamond Code in Dallas, and he sent me a voice text and was asking for tips on how to recruit. He was talking about how, do you go out and talk to strangers? Do you leverage social media? And to be quite honest, y'all, I don't talk, I'm not gonna say I don't, I rarely talk to strangers. I'm typically on a flight, on an airplane at least once a month all year round. I'm the guy, I'm not talking to the person next to me. I'm in my zone. If they spark this conversation, great. I'm the person who may go to a networking event with hundreds of people. I will connect with maybe 3 to 5. That's just my personality style. I don't understand marketing and branding like a Ashley Reinhardt. She's amazing with that. I don't understand algorithms. Don't understand technology like a James Linhart. But one thing I do understand is how to connect and build relationships. So for many of us, we're looking for the hottest deal with technology. We can't wait to take advantage of VPOL. So, and by all means, let's crush it. David Nevich just created a funnel yesterday. I'm not no, technological savvy, if you will. I'm looking forward to learning how to use VPOStal as well. However, most of us have our top leaders in our own backyard, in our cell phone. Just talked to a gentleman on the team yesterday. He's been with me now for a couple of months, and he's figuring out his way. And he went to go scan his sister yesterday. Now, mind you, and if you're on the call, Mr. Rolando, please forgive me for beating you up, but I gotta call you out. He's been in here for 2, 3 months now, and he's kind of figuring out how to reach out to people. He went to his own sister yesterday, not his neighbor, not his cousin, not his college, not his coworker, his sister, somebody he's known since birth or since her birth. Scanned her. She's excited. She's ready to join the business. Again, so many of us have our next elite pack, our next emerald, our next diamond, our next six-figure leader in our cell phone, right? So consider that. Your relationship equity determines your financial equity, All right. So if you don't get anything else from this presentation, remember your relationship equity, it determines your financial equity. All right. And when you think about the word equity, right, for my homeowners, all right, the longer you own your home, typically there's equity. For those who have investment accounts, the longer you hold on to that, okay, the equity builds. It's the same way with relationships. They work the exact same way. And we just got to consider, how do we make those deposits? Are we making deposits or are we making withdrawals, right? So when it comes to relationships, every time you send an encouraging text, every time you send, I'm not saying this is my birthday, but for those who heard this before, I'm really big on sending out birthday texts, a very personalized birthday text to every person that I know on their birthday, right? Every introduction you make, every time you show an act of service, these are all deposits in your relationship equity, all right? And most people just they don't even consider that. So let's get into okay. So my relationship equity formula. So relationships plus value plus time and consistency. And definitely want to encourage you all to take a screenshot of that. So people ask me, hey, how did you recruit Keith? How did you recruit Abby? How did you recruit Sue? And of course, using the tools, the scanner, getting them on the phone with David or Alex or Brooke, that's extremely helpful. But to even get to that point with individuals of that caliber, you have to literally master relationships. And Keith, he actually talked about this, I think, on I just heard him talk about this recently. I don't know if it was his team huddle. I'm like, man, no. He talked about this on the AM call the other day. He talked about this on the AM call. I'm like, man, you're giving away what I'm about to talk about. But how are you building your relationships? How consistent are you? What kind of value are you bringing to those in your network? And are you being consistent with the time? All right. So we're going to talk about the relationship side, the consistency side, the value side, and the time. So I call it the four investments. Now, notice I didn't say strategies, I didn't say techniques, I didn't say scripts, investments, because investments compound. So the first investment is called stay connected longer than everyone else. Second, create value before you need value. Let me say that one more time. Create value before you need value. Okay. Number three, protect the relationship. Number four, help people when you don't benefit. Man, I gotta say that one more time. If there is something I've done so much over the years, was help people when I did not benefit, right? My grandfather said something to me very profound, very influential. Many say he's the um, uh, most powerful African American politician in New York State history, all these accolades, and I'm grateful for it. I never forget, I was sitting down with him in his living room. So I'm the grandchild that was selected to travel with him as he got awards all over the state and the country. And I just sat down and asked him one time, I said, Granddad, how did you create all the success? I mean, hundreds of thousands of people got a free education because of the programs you legislated. And I mean, you just, people like adore you. He said something so profound, and I attempt to live this to a degree, nowhere near the magnitude he's done it. He said, I have done for people, and I'm paraphrasing, not exactly how he said it. I've done for people who could never pay me back. Think about that for a moment. Most people in society, and it's not a bad thing, not making you wrong, and it's human nature. We because we need to do things. We got mortgage, we got tuition, we got gas bill, light bill. So we're naturally designed to go out in life and say, what do I need to do to make more money? What do I need to do to take care of my family? And there is nothing wrong with that. But I would submit to you to get into the mind frame of how to bless others, even if it doesn't benefit you. Isn't that a powerful way to live? Said I did for others who could never pay me back. What if we all took that on as a philosophy? What if we took that on as a way of living? How powerful would that be? And these are little things I've done. You look at these four investments. These four investments I've applied to attract the Keith Williams of the world, which I'm going to actually break that down and show you what that looks like in this presentation today. How I was able to attract an Abby, a Suleiman, a Coach B, right? Who I'm going to talk about today. So let's talk about the first one. Stay connected longer than everyone else, right? Relationships mature before opportunities do. I had the opportunity to meet this legend here, if you will, in 2013. I was with my current company for nearly 9 years. A mutual friend gave me a phone call about another company, had the opportunity to fly out, see this company 2013. And it led me to at the time, my success coach, my mentor, Suleiman Rahman. He was the top performing diamond in that company outside the state of Texas, really outside of Houston, had the largest team system in the entire country. And I went under his leadership. Now, this is 13 years ago. Now, I worked with that company for about 2 years. So from 2013 to 2015. And here it is in 2016. I have not seen Mr. Rockmont in 11 years in person. But one thing he can tell you, I don't even know if he realized it, because his personality type, if he goes in his phone and looks at the past 11 years, I can assure you he can trace me staying in communication, sending a happy birthday, sharing memories with him that showed up on my Facebook. I can assure you that. I'm just as keeping the relationship, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have known when he was coaching me 11 years ago, right? Well, no, 13 years ago. Who would have known that when I reached out 12, 13 years later, this would be the perfect time. He's been out the game for over 10 years. Last month, locked in, didn't do a pre-launch, didn't do a launch, anything of that nature. But because of his influence, because of his relationships, just having a few conversations. He didn't do no launch calls, anything of that nature, was like a few points away from platinum. Of course, there's no doubt in my mind that he'll be a diamond, if not a double diamond this month. How many of you have high caliber influential people in your cell phone that you've been connected with, or you met 15, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, but you have not kept the communication open? You haven't checked in on them. You haven't asked how their kids are doing. You haven't asked what are they doing for their birthday. This is what I did with Mr. Suleiman Rahman. A bonus point here, that's not even part of my presentation. I'll add this right here. Something I did with him, don't even realize if he noticed it. Plot and scheme how to get around people of value. Plot and scheme on how to get around people of value. So I remember when Mr. Rahman came to Buffalo, New York, when I lived there at the time. So I was where I'm from, born and raised. Shout out to my 716ers. It was 716 day yesterday. For those who didn't catch that, that's like July 17th. That's the area code of Buffalo. But he came to Buffalo to do a meeting for me, and then he had to go to Rochester. It was about an hour out to do a meeting in Rochester. I asked him, I said, hey, can I travel with you? Can I travel with you to Rochester? So it's an hour drive. I'm like, this is like the elite diamond in the company. I need to get around the gentleman and just get a little bit of the greatness, get a little bit of knowledge. And that hour drive, I'll probably converse with Suleiman for maybe 10, 15 minutes. The other 45, 50 minutes, I'm listening to his conversations. I'm taking mental notes. I didn't want to be weird writing stuff down while he's driving and talking, but I'm taking notes on how he's answering questions, how he's talking to leaders. So I would encourage you all figure out how to get in front of people. I don't know why my presentation does this sometimes. It jumps to the Zoom participants, but figure out how to get around people of value. So to add to that, I just think we have Vital Fest coming up. If your upline diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, red diamond, green diamond is in Orlando, you see them. And again, this may be tough for the fellas to hear, but guys, sometimes we got to remove our ego to increase our bank account. Wow, that just hit me out of nowhere. Sometimes we have to decrease our ego to increase our bank account. You see, if Eric Allen's your upline double diamond, you see him pull up to the hotel, or Tara Truax, or Sarah Shamoon, it's your upline diamond. You see them getting out the vehicle, and you see they have bags. Offer to help them with their bags, right? If you see, Philip Birchfield, you see Eric Carter, you see Keith. I shared this with some of the leaders in Mr. Keith Williams' organization a couple months ago. Add value to your leaders. It's not about, oh, they're up here and I'm down here. It's planting seeds of service leads to greatness. Planting seeds of man, this stuff is coming to me out of nowhere. I didn't even have this in my notes. Planting seeds of service leads to greatness. So Figure out how to get around people of value. Figure out how to spend time with them. Figure out how to, walk with your leaders as they're going to the convention, right? If you're in line, figure out how to just get around people of value. I put my phone on D&D. Why is messages still coming through? All right. Does that make sense? This wasn't even part of my presentation today, but I was just thinking as I'm talking, wow, I asked to spend time with them. I asked to be a passenger for an hour drive just to get that extra time. Okay, so let me move along here. I spent a lot of time on investment number one. Investment number two, create value before you need value. Shout out to birthday twin Keith Williams there. That's my big bro. Love this brother. But you know what? I don't love him because he's a double diamond. I don't love him because he went, I appreciate it, but I don't love him because he went 8 diamonds in 8 days. I don't love him because his organization's been a major contributing factor to my household financially. The love I have for him right now existed years before he enrolled into Vital Health March 20th, right? The creating value. We didn't do business together for years, but you know what we did? You know what I did rather? Is show up with value. Hey man, I know you're working on X, Y, and Z. I want to invite you to this seminar, this conference that I'm going to. That's going to help you develop your leadership skills. It's going to help you develop your people skills. Let's go to this, right? Hey man, thank you so much for allowing me to use your office space. Here's what I want to do. I know you love sports like me. You love basketball like me. Here's a ticket to the Dallas Mavericks game, right? Hey Keith, what are you doing next week? The couple who sits next to me that I have season tickets with, they can't go. How would you like to come with me to the Mavs game? Hey, I'm going to this relationship event. How would you like to come? That's actually this picture right here. We were at a relationship event. How would you like to come with me to this event and develop your relationship skills? Value. Hey man, I was in the tax business when I was in Florida. I'm not doing that anymore. I have a lot of clients I have trust with. I know you in the tax business. I'm going to send you some tax clients. Identify people in your network, particularly high caliber people, people who have influence, people who can move a group. Figure out how you can create value. I didn't know for the years of me creating value, Mr. Keith Williams, sending tax clients, inviting him to events, hanging out. I don't even do cigars, but he went to one of his favorite cigar places a few years ago. I said, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna try out the cigar thing, right? I'm not encouraging you guys to do cigars, but I'm just giving you an idea what that things you can do that has nothing to do with a commission, nothing to do with selling a product. How do you create value? How do you get around people of value? And those seeds for years, of course, I'm not gonna say of course. However, when people are looking on the outside, man, you hit up Eric Eve to find out what he's doing. Well, it's not about what Eric was doing that season. It's about the relationship that was cultivated. It was about the relationship that was cultivated for 5, 6 years, way before he looked at Vital Health. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Well, I can't see the checks. I'm in my presentation here, but I'll go back in a minute. So investment number three. Number three. Come on, PowerPoint here. All right, protect the relationship. Shout out to my bro and sis, Abby and Yasha. Look, y'all, I sat down with Abby September 15th, 2024, just 2 days before I enrolled into Vital Health. However, met him 5 years prior to a private event that I was invited out to. Now, here's the deal. I knew who he was in my previous company. Well, not previous company, but company I was part of years ago. I watched him on all the videos, watched him from stage while I was sitting in the nosebleeds. I knew who he was. So, total sidebar. See, this stuff is not even a part of my presentation. Start identifying leaders. Start identifying high level successful people, and figure out a way to get around them. Figure out a way to get in the same room. How do you become somebody of value, right? So I knew who he was, because if you're not even aware, you won't even talk to the person. Knew who he was years ago. Was in the same room in 2021 that summer, made a connection. We had a conversation, exchanged numbers, and for the past several years, steady communication. Hey man, I see it's your birthday. Happy birthday. How's everything going? How's business? Just from time to time, right? And then I would say the biggest piece around that, integrity. How you protect your relationships, be a person of integrity. My wife will tell you, all my children will tell you, our family brand, the Eve brand, stands on 4 Like if you kind of picture a four-legged stool, the four legs keeps the stool up. Our four legs are integrity, excellence, service, and purpose. But the first one is integrity. Nothing. This is my philosophy. I'm not saying this is the philosophy. It's my philosophy. Without integrity, nothing works. Without integrity, nothing works. You know, people approach Mr. Ikiola, from the time I shared Vital Health with him, but he watched how I carry myself. He watched the man of integrity I was. He watched how I wasn't swayed by uh, people coming to him and uh, offering other things, other companies. I didn't get upset when he was entertaining this deal or uh, this particular person. I maintained my integrity. I maintained who I was. Integrity is much more than uh, telling the truth and treating people like people and not just prospects. It's 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 who you are in private, right? We live in such a social media world where people's private life doesn't match their online presence. Oh my goodness, that's a word right there. People's private life do not match their online presence. My wife would tell you, now I'm not perfect with it, but I do my best. If there's nothing you get around protecting relationships, I do my best to make sure, because I post a lot on social media. I post a lot on Facebook, rather. Let me say Facebook. I share quite a bit. I know my wife's probably not the biggest fan of that, but it's part of who I am. You know, it's just me. I do my best to make sure the private Eric matches the public Eric. I do the best to make sure who I am in private matching what I post about. So many people do not practice what they post about. That's huge for protecting relationships. When you live a life of integrity, relationships they maintain. People of influence, people of success, they stay locked in with you. You know, Abby Ikiola texted me like a month ago. So many people reached out. He's like 4 people reached out to him about Vital Health and about other deals, other companies. He sent me a text and he does not know how much it shook me in a positive way. He said, "You were the right person to sponsor me." How many of you would like to sponsor somebody like Abby Ikiola, who was with his company for 18 years and was the first diamond in that company? I'm telling you, integrity is everything. Being a man or woman of your word, it doesn't shake, it doesn't get broken, right? You are the person that you post about and that you tell people about. That makes sense. I wish I could see the comments here. I hope this is delivering. I hope this is connecting with somebody, right? And now we're about to open up a whole, or have opened up a whole other continent and about to do some big things. Protect your relationships. Be a man and woman of integrity. Last investment, number 4. Man, I'm struggling here. Help people win before you win, right? Promote people before you ever promote your business. My good friend who actually met through Mr. Rockmine years ago, Coach B, super successful young lady. In fact, she was a six-figure earner she had just became a six-figure earner right after I joined that company with Mr. Rockmine. One of the best presenters ever. It's done very, very well for herself. And we built a relationship. And she shared with me years ago, hey, I have a passion for speaking. I have a passion for empowering, right? Especially women entrepreneurs, single moms. Well, I said, hey, I'm in the middle of just launching kind of my own promotion company where I'm creating a platform for people to speak. So what did I do? I invited Coach B to Buffalo, New York, multiple times. As you can see here, hundreds of people in the room to use her gift. I had no opportunity to share with her. I had no opportunity to give her all these years, right? Right? I was just a genuine person saying, "Hey, Coach B, I would love to bring you out in front of this captive audience that I have to share your gift." Right? That was making deposits into my relationship equity. She just had a couple fly out to corporate. They just hit Sapphire in the past few days. There's no doubt this organization is going to become a diamond, double diamond organization in the next 30, 60 days. Help people win before you win. Help people win before you win. I'm telling you all, I can't make this stuff up. These are not Photoshop. These are real people in an organization that had us almost hit triple diamond last month when we were only a silver organization in March. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, so there's a pattern here, right? Which was Suleiman. Don't y'all call him Sue. I'll put that in because I have a relationship with him. I have relationship equity with Suleiman. So don't y'all be calling him Sue. You address him as Suleiman Rahman. But Keith Williams, Abby Ikiola, Brenda, Coach B, all ties into the relationship equity, if that makes sense. All right? So big mistake, I'm done. Wrapping up in 2 minutes, you all. Y'all know them Baptist preachers. For those who grew up in the Baptist church, they say we getting out here in 2 minutes and it's 20 minutes later. I ain't gonna do that to y'all. So here, this is a really brief slide, but y'all really got to get this. This is a mistake that so many network marketers, affiliate marketers make. And even us leaders, we're guilty sometimes. We're looking for the next level. We've been stuck at a level. Now we got to take this to the next level. Even me, I got to check myself on this thinking sometimes. Stop asking, who can I recruit? Yes, we do got to recruit people. Yes, we do need to get people into the business. We need to share Vital Health with everybody. We got to stop being secret agents, right, with Vital Health, keeping Vital Health a secret. Yes, share with everybody. But when you shift your thinking, when you shift your mindset, it comes out. When it comes out to your prospects, who can I invest in versus who can I recruit? Like, your prospects can smell first order bonus on your breath. They smell, oh, I need that $270 from that lead pack. They smell binary bonus on your breath. Some of you all have commission breath, right? You want to tap into the mind frame. Who can I invest in? Who can I invest into, right? You go from who can I recruit to who can I invest in. Watch how you attract people. Watch how people want to join with you and be a part of what you're doing. All right? All right, the investment mindset. Relationships are like compound interest. The longer you invest, the greater you return. I didn't do anything drastic right here with Suleiman Rahman. I stayed in communication for the past 11 years. And look, 11 years later, he's with a group of leaders here in Hermosillo, and they're all about to go diamond. Yeah, I'm seeing a gentleman right here, Mr. Flansdale, got a team already in South Africa, 60 to 100 people ready to go once things get rolling. See Melinda Brown here. I mean, wow, her story is amazing. Healed herself from breast cancer. Her excitement, her challenge she has going on. She's about to break ranks. All from me having the investment mindset 13 years ago, 12 years ago, 11 years ago, 10 years ago. That's what I'm talking about. What real networking looks like. People think networking looks like going to every event in their city, working the room. And that's not what I do. Now, I'm not discouraging that, but I will submit to you all what networking look like for me, Eric Eve, celebrating people, celebrating birthdays. I said people. Well, celebrating people too, sharing opportunities, introducing people to each other. You know how many times I've connected people with each other? They've gone on to make hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on a benefit at all. I mean, I did kind of look at them sideways. Come on, man, you just made 120,000 last year net profit. You didn't send me a birthday text. No, I'm just kidding. But figure out how you can even connect people with each other. One thing I do all the time when I meet people with a need, I try to figure out who I can connect them with, right? Encourage people, give first, solve problems, stay connected. This is what real networking looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Not just going to an event, getting suited up, getting a stack of business cards. Sidebar, we do the print, we do a lot of prints for Vital Health. You can get your business cards to us, but no, seriously, this is what people think. They got a stack of business cards. Let me give my business cards to everybody. Let me meet a bunch of people. Like, that doesn't convert. That does not build relationship equity, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that looks like. So take a screenshot of this, and we're closing out. So my biggest realization, I didn't go double diamond in 18 months. Didn't do it in 18 months. Did it in 22 years. Now, it's not going to take you 22 years. You can take all the information I shared and all these other diamonds, what Eric Kyra talked about Monday on the edification. Wow, powerful, right? What Adriel talked about yesterday with the branding, what Keith Williams talked about the other day, with sowing the seeds, what Eric Allen talked about. Oh man, this is like the week of Eric's. Eric Allen, my gosh, he crushed it. Phenomenal training. You take what all these great speakers are talking about. I mean, Cher Moon killed it last week. I'm like, I was going to talk about some of those things. You can compound that. You don't have to. It won't take you 22 years. You got to just move quicker. Do it faster, and you can look at 22 months, 22 weeks. Not sure what your timeline is, but didn't take 18 months. It took 22 years of the relationship equity building. All right, we're closing. It's 10:37. Wow, I never go over. This is crazy. Who are you investing into today? Right, that may change your life 5 years from now. Who are you investing to today? People forget presentations, but they never forget how you make them feel. Make people feel like $1,000,000. Everybody has a sign on their forehead. Make me feel better. Make me feel good. Change my life. Walk around, go through life with that thinking. Watch what happens. You will end up with multiple diamonds in your organization, sitting together having dinner with the VP of sales, VP of product education. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful feeling, and they typically cover the bill. It's beautiful. All right. Your greatest asset isn't your product, it isn't as balanced, isn't Idol, isn't Harmony, isn't Prime, it isn't the compensation plan. Even though we have the best comp plan, 50% check match, influencer bonus, that's not our greatest asset. As great as balance is, as great as the influencer bonus is, the greatest asset is the trust you built with people, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I'm not out of word. I'm just out of time. Invest in people, create value, stay connected, and watch the dividends compound. It is 10:38 Central Time. I think I was right around my 30-minute mark, maybe a couple over. But with that being said, I'm going to conclude here and turn it back over to who's ever hosting.
You're amazing. That's so funny. As a production person, I love you're tracking your own time. That I have a lot of respect for that. It's hilarious. Wow, what a powerful message. This whole week, I feel like everything's been kind of, we didn't even communicate what we're talking about, but all of our messages kind of went together and had the same meaning behind it. So obviously it's something we're feeling, and from the feedback we've gotten, it's something you guys needed to hear. So that's what a great way to start your birthday. All right. If you do want to see two of these Erics, Eric Eve and Eric Carter, as well as the other birthday boy, Mr. Keith Williams, they will be in Dallas next week for Vital Connect. So come on, get your tickets, come hang out with us. It's going to be really fun. Shout out to my man, Phil. Thank you for helping me as I'm clearly in a car and helping me do all this today. Go out there and kill it. You're going to have an amazing weekend. Join us tomorrow for Vital Academy at 10 a.m. Central. Open up the lines and let's say how much we appreciate these birthday boys. You can sing. I'm not against it. You guys are allowed to sing.
Thank you, Eric.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Eric.
Happy birthday, Eric. You killed it, brother.
Happy birthday.
Blessed day, everybody.
Have a good one.
Happy birthday, Eric
Okay, Don.
and Keith.
And remember, everybody,
Happy
he said, carry my
birthday.
luggage.
We love you. Thank you,
Ciao,
everyone. See you in
everybody.
Relationship you
Florida.
invested in, so I thank you.
Happy birthday, boys.
Go gold, everyone. Gold
Happy
rush.
birthday,
Let's
Keith.
go. See you all.